loaded up the game.
I guess we can have aggro ride around for a little while.
Yeah, because we didn't have any important story shit or anything to do.
Well, we have the next Colossus, which isn't going to take me 5 minutes to get to.
I know the stream I was watching is ended, but I need you to load this one. There we go.
I haven't even
It was still on
started.
my phone from yesterday. Wait. Is it just the horse?
Yeah. This is the screen whenever you don't do anything in the menu.
Oh, okay.
No, aggro went AWOL.
I thought we just got one of those glitches where the horse is now the main character, yeah. Which, granted, aggro should be the main character.
Aggro is much better than Wander in many, many ways.
Yeah.
To Twitch.
The biggest way being because he's actually dormant.
Actually, dormant.
I'm not letting this theory go. It's like the first thing I've thought since like the very first time I saw this gamer played. I was like, that horse is the fucking bad guy.
Why? Just because he's black? You
No.
racist southerner?
No, because the horse is just always omnipresent in everything you do.
Well, I mean, you would be bitching about it if you had to go and grab your horse every single time. Don't even lie to me about that, because you know it's true.
Yeah.
I wonder if he will actually like end up exploring all of the map, or if he has like a predetermined route.
I think it's just I run along the outskirts and keep going.
Yeah. This is what he does whenever Wander's sleeping, because everybody knows aggro doesn't sleep. Dio, get your ass back here. It's like, I want to start without him, but at the same time, we can't really start without him because both of us already know this game inside and out. Well, I know this game inside and out. You just know this game.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite Colossus?
I'm alive.
Good. Alright, now we can actually get started.
I kind of think the last one because he doesn't actually move, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He's like the only one.
He's like the only one who doesn't move out of all of them. Yeah. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be opening up with Shadow of the Colossus once again. And then after that, we're hopping over to, what is it, Fortnite, right?
Yeah. Gonna get that not battle royale, god damn it. What is it? Victory royale. There you go.
Victory Royale, yeah. Oh yeah, they're going to replay the scene that we got from last time that I don't think anybody really paid attention to.
We're gonna go play League of Legends Fortnite Battle Royale.
They actually had a battle royale for a little bit there.
I'm sure they did.
Legends Victory Battle Royale.
I wonder if League of Legends is actually losing its shit because like all its player base, like there's other
Probably.
competitive games we can play.
I can guarantee you that they're losing their shit. Like if they're mad enough that they'll start like throwing out commercials and shit, then they have to be getting desperate.
Like TV commercials?
Yeah, or no, like YouTube commercials.
Oh.
Let's face it, you're a noob. I fucking love that commercial because it makes everybody cringe whenever I say that. Especially whenever they said it in the fucking commercial, because it's like, you can totally tell that this dude does not know what he's talking about. He's just reading the script.
Jay,
What?
That's the same guy that does all the joke character videos for every Smite character.
And?
Like, he plays MOBAs a lot.
What's your point? You say that like he knows what a noob is.
No, my point is that he got paid to do something for League of Legends when he plays mostly Smite.
It just makes things that even worse.
Yeah. Dude, the betrayal when that commercial came out. Like, yo, that's our Smite voice commentator dude. You leave him out of this. But I'm pretty sure he got paid pretty well for it.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I don't blame him. I would have done it too.
Will you be horse? Alright. So, now that we've had another cutscene happen, let's take a look, shall we? Come on.
Oh, we looked before we got off yesterday.
Yeah, you can definitely see it starting to show through.
If you can get down to it. Yep.
Yep. Alright. So, where are we heading next, Dio? What's the name of this Colossus?
Let's see, I'm pulling it back up.
Yes.
It's like Avianis something or another.
Is it? Let's see, so the last one we did was...
We're on number 13 now.
Oh, 13?
Oh, yeah.
Phalanx.
I fucking hated this boss on
Phalanx.
Sunshine.
Ares,
Oh, never mind.
that evolved.
God, this game is still so beautiful looking at it.
I'm still with Crimson, like, a good percentage of this land still seems like people could live here.
Well,
Oh,
maybe,
yeah, no. No, that's the thing. Like, it's completely fertile land. No one lives here.
Yeah.
well, maybe there's a reason why they don't live here.
Yeah, there's a reason, but still.
What do you think, Dio?
Well,
Based off of
I can
what
only
we know.
imagine. I can only imagine there's like some curse involved with all the colossi, you know, that made them be.
Yeah,
Well,
also
Dio,
it might just be the fact that people don't fucking feel safe living next to Colossi.
possibly.
Oh, don't worry about
Well-
it. It's just on the next block. It's not in the same block.
Well, I mean, think about this. There's only been, like, 3 Colossi that we fought that have actually been openly hostile towards us. Think about that.
Well, I could also see, well, maybe not for this game, but like, see the justification that they want to protect the colossi or some shit. Because there's
I'm
always
talking about the fact that, like, you build this big giant house and you're all nice and proud of it, and this Colossi is like, whoops.
That's why you don't build it close to the Colossi. Like, in that little woodland area would be nice.
That's why you start an insurance company, Colossi Insurance.
I don't think this place is even evolved enough to have currency. In all
Yeah.
honesty.
I mean, they have to have currency.
I highly
Like,
doubt it.
any
They can,
society that has any, like, clothing or anything has currency.
they can do,
Yeah.
like, trading.
Well, yeah, but as soon as you trade something in, like, assigned value, that's currency.
Yeah.
This is more valuable than this currency. And, like, if you really want to get technical, like, currency is like a placeholder where it's like, okay, we have these sticks. I give you 5 sticks, you give me 1 thing, I'll come grab that thing and give it back to you.
Has no value within itself.
Yeah, but, I mean, still.
Like, for us to insure you, it's 2 cows a year.
2 cows a year. That's a pretty hefty bargain. Aggro is below the world. Oh, there he
I
goes.
see, aggro.
Well, if you press and hold X, then it'll focus on his position.
Oh, gotcha.
So he was literally below the world. There he is.
You know what I'm gonna be most upset about today?
Hmm.
Unless he shows up. We're not gonna have a soundtrack anymore.
Why not?
Because as far as I know, that user isn't here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now we have a song by song for each boss.
No, it doesn't look like he might have come back. I don't know. I can't check who's all on. I can only check that we have people.
I'm still like very on the fence as to whether he was a bot or not.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he was a person because he talked.
Yeah.
No, that was a different person.
Was it?
Yeah, it was two different people.
We
All
had-
he
we
did
had,
was like,
two jacks, right?
yeah. Well, like this one just showed that he was lurking, and then he just started popping up song cues at every boss. I'm like, okay. Never seen that text before, but okay.
He knows what he's
I'm
doing.
sure you can type it in.
Kind of like that oasis in the middle of nowhere.
That is a beautiful shot. Ah, that looks so good. Now, I think this is like one of the only two where you really, really need aggro for.
I was kind of hoping that Dio's reaction would be like the same as everyone else who's ever fought this boss. Be like, the fuck?
How the fuck? Well, he's also not playing, so he doesn't know the struggles of playing this game.
Yeah.
Okay, where is the cursor?
You just gotta poke him in the airbags or something.
Yep.
Yep. It's actually really easy, but like, so you see this giant, big, fucking flying monster, and you're like, fucking really?
How in the
Kidding me
hell?
with this shit. So I do notice all those lights that you were talking about yesterday. Like as we've killed more and more bosses.
There's two. Should be three. There we go. Alright, aggro.
Although, like, I really feel like games like Nier and Metal Gear Rising took some like inspiration definitely from like boss design in this game. Because Nier has some bosses that are like really big and just like, how the fuck am I gonna kill this thing? And then Metal Gear Rising just like takes that and bumps it up by 10. And then you just flip that boss anyway.
Alright.
Maybe that's a game that I should play on the channel.
What, Metal Gear Solid?
Metal Gear Rising. You don't really need to know a whole lot about Metal Gear to play Rising. And still feel like it's a badass game.
I don't know. Maybe. Hold on. I gain stamina. Oh, man. Like, a lot of these, it's literally just that, like, getting onto the Colossus is the issue. But if you know how to time your shots right and lead them properly, then hello, camera. How are you doing today? If you know how to time your shots correctly, this boss is a cakewalk. Where's the last one? Oh, you bitch.
All the way on his jail?
Yeah. Fucking... Come on. Aggro. Aggro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, big guy. How you doing?
Yes. It's all the way on his tail, but at that point, the timer runs.
Yeah. Alright. Arabian Nights. I love this shot. It's like of us and the sun literally right there. Okay, where is he coming up from?
The quote-unquote sun.
It's just like 90 different pieces of bloom. Where are you, big guy? Come on. You know you want to come back out. There you are. We start our assault.
To eat through the entire stream. Okay.
Alright.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see the lights now.
Well, the sky's also getting a lot darker. There it is. There's the money shot. Nope! God damn it. Get back here. Get back here. Oh no, don't you be doing that to me.
Okay. I don't, like, y'all can hear me now, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Have y'all heard me talking for like the past 5 minutes?
Nope.
Not really.
Oh. I don't know why, but my
I was kind of like, where the fuck did Dio go?
yeah.
He's just
like,
lost interest in the game completely.
Well, like, I asked you a question about Metal Gear, and you didn't say anything. And I said something about the camera, and y'all didn't say anything. I'm like, does anybody hear me?
Yeah, because you're
Oh.
fucking muted, jackass.
I was not. My headset was not muted. Like, I don't know. My PlayStation just went to shit for some reason.
No. Anyway, what's up?
Come on, Wander. Why are you like this? Literally sitting there stuttering for like 5 minutes.
What were you asking?
Oh, I was just asking if Metal Gear whatever was like part of the Metal Gear Solid series or whatever, or if it was like its own thing.
It's part of the Metal Gear series, and it does have story elements that go with Metal Gear. But the whole premise of the game is that you just play a cyborg ninja and you kill outrageous shit in outrageous ways.
Alright.
And you don't really have to know Metal Gear to enjoy that. Like, the first 10 minutes in the game, you fight a Metal Gear, which is like the biggest bad boss in the series. Well, one of the biggest bad bosses, right? Giant colossus, like overarching big robot, and you, a human-sized person, pick it up and toss it on its back.
Good Lord.
Signs Amidst the Storm is the name of this achievement.
Nice.
I don't know, I've never
And you
really
do that
been
while,
one
like-
for the Metal Gear series.
Yeah. And you do that while like the sickest OST plays in the background of just like heavy rock music.
Rules of nature!
Yeah.
I accept it.
And the game's not that long, so there's also that.
Well, I mean, that also requires us to actually get the tech necessary for that, which I'm currently working on once I get my tax return. But for the
tech.
moment, yeah, to get like a capture card and shit for that.
Oh, it's a PS4 game.
Sure. Alright.
Jesus.
But it doesn't have blocked cutscenes. Because that's what I'm worried about. And is the reason why I'm trying to stay away from like story-heavy, like mainstay
I don't think
games.
it blocks any cutscenes.
Well, why don't you play through it and tell me?
Like Yakuza didn't block any cutscenes, so I don't imagine that would.
Some of them have
I don't
weird
know.
shit like that.
Yeah, I think it's only like very niche games that, you know, actually block stuff in that manner.
Guardian set loose. Closed off city beyond the channel. It lusts for destruction. I think this is if this is the one I'm thinking of, it's my favorite. Because we've got what, 3 more? Yeah, because that was number 13. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one. Yes.
Zenobia.
Ooh, that's a sexy name.
Ladies Candor. All the birds.
Yep. All the burbs. Alright,
You know,
Aggro.
burb is the word.
So, funny story, Jay. I had a dream like a few days ago that I was like playing a game similar to Divinity, but it was all first person. And my whole party was literally the party from Goblin Slayer.
Wow.
And I was Goblin Slayer. Because of course I was. For some
Yeah.
reason.
Because why not?
And for some fucking reason, the priestess was named Kana, even though she has no name in the show. And I woke up and I was like, what the fuck?
There are very few people who actually have names in that show. It's literally just like the Goblin Slayer, the Priestess, and that's it.
Well, no one has names in that show, that's it.
Yeah, for some reason that never occurred to me until you just said that.
Yeah, because, okay, well, the whole joke is that it's an homage to D&D. So, if you make the joke like they're all player characters, you don't say them by their names, you say them by what class they are. So, they either call them by their race or by what they do.
Hence Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer is literally named Goblin Slayer. And he's got the most original name in that show, because he's not Knight. He's not anything. Because he specifically hunts goblins, so they call him Goblin Slayer. And then Lizard Man is literally called Lizard Man. Or like Lizard Mage or whatever the fuck they are. The dwarf is either called Dwarf or he's called Mage, because he's a mage. Priestess is just called Priestess.
Well, and also the thing that really made me like know that was the D&D homage is, you know, I forget which episode it is, but they're like, you know, oh, I can only use like 2 more spells today. I'm like, okay, we'll go with that.
Well, I mean, that does seem like a pretty fair way to, like, judge magic and shit like that.
Yeah.
In all honesty. Hey, you guys remember this place?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the Colossus. He's dead.
Oh. Poor thing.
Yeah, but
He was asking to die. Just the way that he was dressed. He was asking to be killed.
But yeah, it's kind of hinted that it runs off like D&D rules, but at the same time it doesn't. Like it's got its own little world structure. But yeah, it's just interesting that like no characters in that show have names.
But you know what? That does make it a lot easier for anime watcher like myself because I don't remember the names of anybody in any anime.
Anyone?
So it makes it super easy for me to just say, "Oh, hey, I like Goblin Slayer. The lizard man is actually pretty cool."
My problem is exactly the opposite because I remember everyone's names, but I'm like, okay, so Harada did this. It's like, but which one? From which series? Or like,
We don't even really get to see what Goblin Slayer looks like, too, which makes it better.
Yeah. Never takes his helmet off.
I believe they actually did show him in.
They show the younger version.
Or they showed more of him in this last series than every other thing.
And he's like, go ahead.
My favorite thing about it is that like you guys realize this anime protagonist is literally like the villain in every hentai show. Because like they never show the guy's face in like hentai shows where he's like the bad guy. And he's got like the same haircut. Like they have pictures. Like it's like which one is Goblin Slayer and which one is the bad guy in hentai shows.
Hey, check that.
All right.
We get our playlist again.
Awesome.
Like, oh my gosh.
Why am I disconnected from chat? Why am I disconnected from chat?
What? You're still here.
It's saying, the thing is saying I'm disconnected.
Yo, Jack is back.
What's up, Jack? How you doing, my man?
We got our songs back.
Our playlist
Right
is
in
back.
time.
Let's see. What would be a good song for this one?
I don't know. I still think Crimson, you had the upper hand with your Smokey and the Bandit one, but
Still never seen that show, so I have no idea what the reference is.
I guess it is kind of like a little nostalgia thing more than anything, but you know.
Smokey and the Bandit is an old like 70s show where what was the premise? Like they're like smuggling something and being chased by like police and like
Yeah, they're like smuggling whiskey, and you know, it's like this whole conflict between him and like the main
it's
sheriff.
not Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a less it's almost like a less hillbilly Dukes of Hazzard. It's a little more endearing, right?
If you look up any scene, look up, I don't know what they'd call it exactly, but like there's a scene where they, you know, there's the Bandit, which has Trans Am, of course, but the one that's actually doing the bootlegging is this trucker dude. And there's this scene where like the sheriff, you know, the Smokey gets like all of his cop buddies to help him stop, you know, them bootlegging and everything. So he calls up all his truck pals, and they just have like this, you know, rampage of semis smashing cop cars and everything. It is beautiful.
This one is my favorite because you don't even fight him.
Yeah. But long story short, it's like an old 70s movie that like a bunch of people really like and no one else knows about today. And I really wouldn't even know about it if my grandpa just didn't like murder me with westerns and old 70s shows and stupid cheesy things.
It's one of those shows, if you didn't have a parent or grandparent show it to you, you don't know about it.
Well, I'd heard about it, but I'd never actually like seen it.
Yeah.
That's my relationship to it.
Well, and to be fair, it's a good movie, but it's not like an amazing movie. Especially now when you have shit like Fast and Furious. Where like
I would argue,
you have The Rock driving the ambulance off an overpass to kill an air drone.
Yep.
I would argue that I like Smokey and the Bandit better, but that's just my personal preference.
Oh, what music did he choose? Just out of curiosity.
Born to be Wild?
Born to be
Step
Wild?
Oh. Born to be wild. I love that song. Good choice. Oh god, no.
So is that quite literally all you're doing is just knocking down these pillars?
It's just one giant parkour race, yeah.
Yeah, this one isn't like you can't even touch the boss.
Yeah, because he's got
So you
all that armor on.
Makes
have to
sense.
figure out a way to get to do something.
Yeah.
And all
And
you
the
can
only
do
thing-
really is climb and get to the next
Yep.
spot.
Yoink.
Trophy?
Nah, millions.
Oh.
No! Alright, big guy, come on!
This is actually probably one of the other most hated bosses in the series.
I like
because
this one.
the boss sets the pace.
Ah, fuck. I fell off. No! Don't call for aggro! Nope.
Aggro won't help you here.
Yeah, but you can still get on the pillar or just get back up.
Yeah. It's a bit of an interesting little trial run, and it's the thing that, like, taught... This was the boss where I actually learned, like, how to climb and everything.
Like 13 bosses into the game.
Yeah. This is the one that actually taught me, like, how to climb fast and, like, make the most of my stamina and shit. Oi! Fucker, I'm up here. Oh god. Pay attention to me.
It's really good that you don't run out of arrows in this game.
Infinite arrows, yeah. I have a bag of
Yeah.
holding with arrows in it.
Shit.
More D&D references. Well, hey!
Okay, one of my favorite gifs though is there's a gif from Lock Horizon when they learn how to like build everything.
Okay, we cannot be
And this
friendly.
guy pulls like a 12-foot piece of lumber out of his bag of holding. Just like keeps pulling the lumber out.
You got an issue with Log Horizon, Dio?
No, I have a problem with Jif. That's
Oh.
peanut butter.
No, it's a gif.
It's a GIF. It's a hard G.
The maker of the fucking thing said it's pronounced gif.
Well, I mean, have you heard about the new graphics card?
But it's a G followed by an R, not a G followed by an I.
Yeah, but it's still a G,
No.
so...
You know, for the rest of this stream, I'm just like gonna try to make soft G's for the rest of the stream.
Good luck. Papa! Watch me teabag you on top of this.
Like, I never thought that I'd actually have this argument with people.
Well, you know, you will have this argument with me as
Oh
long as you
god, get up.
maintain that opinion.
I mean, I ain't gonna change, so like, deal with it.
Fuck you! Get up! Alright, over here, big guy. Over here, big fella. Thank you.
Oh man.
Oh, come on!
He's just waiting for you to try to climb this one ledge.
There we go. Can't get me up here, big guy. How you doing? Oh, you love that, don't you? You love that. I just love how stupid he is.
So yeah, let's see what you mean by not fighting this boss.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Get up, kid! Just gonna stand here for a second, pull out my sword.
So what happens if your health reaches 0?
You die.
Well, no shit.
That's usually what a that's usually what a map does, Crimson. How you doing, big guy? I'm just gonna sit here and regen for a moment. Why does my camera keep...
Now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels.
Alright, I think that should be enough.
But you saw the climb up to get the
excuse me? Okay. Alright, big guy.
Oh man.
Alright, big guy. Let's do this.
Not shaking me off. You're not shaking me off.
It actually makes me wonder, like, why does it take just as many Source Wings to kill the small Colossi as the big Colossi?
Well, because he's 1/16th.
Well, no,
Stop
that's
that.
what I'm saying, like, it should only take, like, 2 hits.
Yeah. If you're not really killing them, maybe you're like, you know, extracting life force from the brand or something. I don't know. It's just always an equal amount.
Possibly. There we go. That one was my favorite, and will always be my favorite, simply because of, like, how you have to go through it. I'm not holding anything, by the way. Black hole sun. A Soundgarden fan, huh? Hello! Inside of Colossus, how are you?
Is the next one like a puppy dog or something? The next one's Arcus.
Nope. Argus. Think about
The next
that.
one's just the freebie, you just walk up and punt it to it.
The freebie boss.
Sitting.
No, this one's actually the one that took me the most amount of time to actually get. Not because he's necessarily difficult, but because he's just like, he's that much of a pain in the ass to get to go where you want him to go and do what you want him to do. And then I think the last one is called Malice.
Yep. You got it, man.
And that one is my favorite. It's like everybody's favorite for a very good reason. But we'll get to that whenever we get to it.
The fan favorite.
Because it's fucking cool.
Yeah. A giant has fallen into the valley. It acts as a sentry
And,
to a destroyed city.
And like I said before, because it doesn't move.
So you notice these last two have taken place inside of cities? all of the rest of them, I think like the closest one we got to this was like a lizard in the Colosseum.
Yeah, this is true.
But these last two took place inside of a city. So where do you or are going to be taking place inside of a city? So where do you think the last one's going to be taking place in?
The city.
Are you sure about that?
Or is it in this temple?
No.
Surely not.
Fight a Colossus inside the temple? Unless it was like one of the super small ones. Maybe, but...
It's the horse.
Possible.
it's
It's like super
it's
fast.
aggro. Aggro just becomes the last Colossus? No. That theory is debunked. But no, these last two have taken place inside of cities, which does tell you that there used to be people who lived here. But perhaps or they probably left after the Colossi had started taking form. I guess is the right way to say it.
I mean, possibly live there, because, like, they don't seem to really be, like, habitable cities, do they?
Well,
They seem to be, like, structures.
there's also no telling exactly how long this place has been abandoned, or how long this place has been like forbidden to go to. So there could have been cities like back whenever the Colossi first came out, and then they got abandoned after they found out that like the Colossi were too powerful to be contained, or like too powerful to be controlled, or anything like that.
This just makes me want to play Nier.
I enjoy this game more than I enjoy Nier, in all honesty.
Well, if they pulled the same shit in this that they pulled in Nier, it would have been
Nier is basically
much
just
better for the
what
theory.
Nier is basically just Japanese M. Night Shyamalan, where like the twists are they're out of left field, but they're still kind of shit. All things considered.
I don't know.
The,
I'm still convinced I'd like the game.
I don't think the twists are the main part of that game. They're definitely not the main part of Automata, because there's like 4 twists, but still. But yeah,
For 2B.
Everybody just plays the game for 2B.
but no, not really a spoiler or whatever, but there's a part in the original Nier game where you play in like a landscape like this, and all of a sudden there's just a legitimate city. Like, skyscrapers and everything. And it's like, what the fuck? But yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not.
He pulls up the map.
Yeah, for the first time in the game. Mostly because I remember the Colossi and I remember how to get to most of them, but this one always eludes me.
I got you.
If there really was a game that was like the M. Night Shyamalan of fucking video games, it'd be Call of Duty. To be perfectly honest.
Possibly.
You get through like 90% of Modern Warfare 2 and just bam, like half of your main cast is dead. It's like half the characters you've been playing for 2 fucking games dead.
Wouldn't that just be Avengers at that point?
For like the stupidest reason too. Avengers.
There was Infinite Warfare. Is there a connection?
Possibly. Marvel has been stealing off of Black Ops or Call of Duty since Call of Duty's a thing.
Trust me, the plot of
Marvel
Marvel
came
movies
first.
are way better than the plot of Call of Duty games.
Debatable. I've never really been much of a fan of the plot of those like Marvel movies. The comics are a lot better.
Okay, but would you say the plot of like Black Ops, where it's literally your sleeper agent, is like better? Like a Russian sleeper agent? Like that hasn't been done so many times.
So it's basically Salt. Well, you never saw that movie with I think it was either Angelina Jolie or Scarlett Johansson, one of the two. No, I think it was Jolie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where
Legitimately,
she's like a quadruple triple agent or something like that.
What the hell?
Oh, it's a stupid action movie. Like
No,
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
You're pretty
levels of
damn
stupid.
close to the plot of fucking Black Ops 1. It's so stupid.
Oh, it seems like cover for that. CIA goes on run after a defector accuses her of being a Russian spy. Yeah, that's why I never watched it.
Okay, that wasn't really a good movie though because of the plot. That was a good movie because Angelina Jolie pulls off some sick fucking stunts in that movie.
That's literally the only reason.
Like, I think there was a point where Angelina Jolie and Tom Cruise were just trying to one-up each other. And of course Tom Cruise won, but like those two just had like a bunch of action movies where it's like, let's see what like bullshit stunt we can do next. Also, like,
And then Paul Walker
You
tried to
watch-
get in on it, and it didn't end too well for him.
you watch Fact Fiend, don't you, Jay? So you
Yeah.
might have already known this. But Dio, have you seen that Mission Impossible 2 with Tom Cruise?
Bits and parts, not the whole thing, but
So there's a scene in that movie which is like the biggest scene where Tom Cruise is like nearly stabbed in the eye by like a bad guy. And Tom Cruise made them do that scene. Like, it's a real scene. That's a real knife. And Tom Cruise is like, puts the shit as close to my eye as you possibly can.
oh man.
Some people live for the thrill.
Yeah, apparently so. You're there to live for the art.
Like, I haven't seen Mission Impossible 2 in a long time, so I had to go back and rewatch that after I saw it. I was like, holy shit. Knowing that the fact that that's not a CGI knife. That this actor is actually trying to stab Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise is actually holding it back.
Yep.
With some other things like Save Jim Cross and that, but like, shit. So cool.
It's like, imagine if that went wrong, and we just have like a one-eyed Tom Cruise for the rest
Oh
of
yeah.
eternity.
Like, it could have happened.
Cotton Eye Cruise.
God, that Cruise.
It's like my old roommate. Remember that, Dio?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, would that actually make Tom Cruise less like approachable for acting stuff, or like more approachable?
Probably
It's
more
like-
approachable. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know,
like it would
from-
be.
like,
He still has the face though, but then you just put an eye patch on it. Like, would it really change the type of roles he gets?
he would go
Yeah.
from being the hero to being the villain.
He's the new
Pretty
Nick
much.
Fury.
Yeah, Nick Fury.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Look at this city. This is such a city, isn't it? I mean, I will say that this architecture actually is a lot more put together than the last place we were in, which was literally just nothing but ruins. So maybe it was like a more recent city.
Like, I know it's just because money goes, but like, why aren't buildings like this in real life? You know?
Because they're
I'm sure it's the
impractical.
town I live in too, but yeah, this is true.
They're impractical for where you are.
Yeah.
Plus, you guys don't live in a mountainous area. You literally live in a plains area.
True. True.
Yeah.
It's
The
like
only
I was gonna
way,
say, Dio, like,
the only way for them to do
Well,
shit like
they're-
that would be for them to literally carve into the earth and then make the city like this.
have to be like an
and
underground
there-
city at that point.
there is a city built like this in New Mexico or Arizona. I can't remember which one.
It's
But it's like
Arizona.
less than 100 miles away from us.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right, Jay?
Yeah, yeah. The only thing
Like-
I'm really thinking about is like Carlsbad, because Carlsbad had shit like this all the time, or had shit like this pretty prevalent. But
Yeah, so like it was done. Maybe not to this extent, because like let's face it, this is crazy overkill, and those bridges would not be able to support that structure, I don't think. But still,
But still, would it not be beautiful in your day-to-day life to actually see like decent architecture like that.
And people actually build shit like this, like in Europe.
Yeah, this is true. I'm in the plains and in America. I'm asking for the wrong thing.
But honestly, all I can think right now, like while I'm watching this, like that bridge would just collapse. There's no way that bridge can actually be.
I'm gonna have to take a hit here. But I should have the HP for it. Come on, guy. You know you want to.
So where's Hera?
Well, Argus isn't specific to Hera. He's literally
this
just
is
the
true.
guardian of Olympus.
Yeah. This is true. This is true.
You motherfucker! Son of a...
He's just standing there. Menacingly.
Well, he stomps down, and then he stomps down on, like, the exact wrong... The one place he doesn't have to stomp on. Fuck, where was it? Was it here? No, it wasn't here. Shit.
Yeah. But anyway, continuing on from what I was like saying before. Like, yes, this stone structure is big and cool and like has stairways for people and all sorts of shit. But there's like no reason for these buildings to exist. There's no like rooms.
Is there really a reason for any building to exist?
Without
Yes.
no need for shelter. I was gonna sound smart and talk about the pyramid of needs, but I don't even remember who put that together.
Okay.
What pyramid?
There's like a pyramid of needs, you know, where like, you know, goes like food, shelter, you know, various things.
Oh, you mean
It's like
Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
That's what it is. Yeah. I knew you.
It's my territory, bud.
Yep.
Okay, so why
But
can
yeah,
I do
that-
a full jump there, but I can't do a full jump here?
Because reasons.
What the fuck?
Are you on the wrong side or something? Maybe? I don't know.
That's not the solution. What the shit? I remember this being... Well, I guess we're trying a different spot then. Fuck it. Let's go back to
Yeah,
my
I thought
old
you
tribe.
just like went to the end.
Yeah, it might just be I'm in the completely wrong spot. I was thinking I could get it easily with that, because that's a low area as well that you can get to, but apparently fucking not! Oh, there's no music for this one.
Yeah, Black Hole Sun.
That was earlier.
Maybe.
Wait,
Who knows?
I think you
Argus?
posted it early.
Possibly.
I'm sure we'll get one here in a second, just because.
Just because I brought it up. Okay.
There's a game just cuz.
Stop.
Okay, even there.
Those like aren't even good games. That's the thing that pisses me off. There's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anyone that's actually like bought one of those games.
Yeah.
No idea.
That is true. You see a lot of videos about them, but like, I don't know anybody that actually played them.
Did you go to the end?
I'm at the end, dude.
You can jump off these stones, can't you?
What the fuck?
Perhaps not.
can't jump off that one. What the shit?
Is there a platform behind you? No? Okay, never mind.
It looks like there. Hey, wait. Up. Yeah. Way up there.
Yeah, like, it's cutting my jump off, like, super early on those, and I can't figure out why. Because I'm positive that's how you're supposed to do it, because I can do a full jump right here. But for some reason, it's not letting me do it over there.
What about, like, on that very right side? There's not, like, any cover, right?
Yeah, but there's nothing to grab onto at the top. What the shit? I remember this being how you're supposed to solve the puzzle, but why isn't it letting me do that?
Maybe the other side? Contemplating.
Okay. No! Up, you bitch.
Okay, so yeah, you are on the wrong side, I believe.
That's so
That
stupid.
side on the right instead of the left.
Yeah,
Why should it make any difference? Why should it make any difference? Because I can get up there just as easily on that side.
It just does.
Because it's set up differently over there.
That is so stupid. I remember
Yeah.
it being that side whenever I was playing on my first game in the first games. Come over here and hit me so that I can get up here.
Well, sorry to break your heart, but the walkthrough I'm looking at is PS2, so...
Come on. Yeah, but also back in the PS2 you could jump higher on those, because I remember it being that side. Okay, now I'm starting to get aggravated. Because it's literally just that it's forcibly not letting me do it that way.
Would you say you're getting a little aggro?
No, because aggro is aggressive. Aggravated is aggravated.
See, so apparently there's something like on the whole other end of that. By the looks of this.
Well, we're 3 for 4. We can take one more kick.
No. Now this is confusing me.
So en español, poquito español.
Oh shit. The Spanish.
Exclusively
We're
spoken
not
to
gonna
by
know
Jay.
we're not gonna know what's going on the rest of the stream.
Come here. Fucking bitch.
Got to like run everything through Google Translate here.
Yeah. Boy, I swear to Christ.
Okay, so there's like a two-tiered block that you need to jump on from the looks of this.
Two-tiered block. Ugh. Okay, so where is said two-tiered block? Because I've been on all of these now. what's pissing me off the most is not like the fact that it's not, or is that not like it's looking for a specific one, but like with this one I can jump and it cuts it off. But if I go over to like here and jump, then I can reach that just fine. That's what's pissing me off, is that they're intentionally making it so that I have to do a specific part of the puzzle.
Okay, I think I may have gotten it.
Nah, no need to be racist, my friend. He's one of my people. I may not speak his language, but he shares my blood.
What is going on in this game and in the chat?
Okay, so that first block, you need to go over to that and then have him smack towards you.
Yeah, because, you know, I can't just jump up there like I did before, or in the first fucking games.
There we go.
That is so stupid. Okay, that is my biggest critique on this game, is that shouldn't be how it's supposed to go.
I'm sending you the link to this after stream.
I don't
so
give a shit.
I can show you the PS2.
I don't give a shit, because that's how I used to do it on the old game. That was a speedrunning tech that you could have done. Because used to be, they didn't cut you off from that in the PS2 version.
Oh, so you're saying they patched it?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's what pisses me off.
Jet wrecked.
One up there, and then I've also got one in the hand. And one up to the forearm as well. Alright. Come here, big guy. And I fell off of that, didn't I? Yep. Alright. Come on, big guy. Over here.
Wait, did it reset the pedestals? It's weird.
It is weird.
When stuff gets smashed by a giant colossus, just say permanently smashed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least they fixed that, because used to be you couldn't do that in the old version. He had to hit the specific block to get you up there.
Now he just has to hit a different specific block.
Yeah. That just, that's the one thing I don't like. I hate it whenever they change the rules on me strictly because they're constricting how you play the game. Because it's not the way they want you to play it. Like, I'm totally fine with, like, playing by the rules most of the time, but I'm fucking used to doing that. Come here.
Here so I can murder you.
So we can finally get this fucking fight over with.
Can you arrow him on the head for damage?
No, it's only the sword that deals damage.
Thought you were gonna miss that. It's like, damn.
Nah.
It kind of looked like it, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
kinda
kind
clicked
of
towards
grabbed
that.
for him. Yeah.
Well, even if I don't, like, directly hit, or even if I didn't directly, like, catch him in the face, I would still grab onto the torso. So... You stop that. Stand still and let me kill you.
Making it, make it shake.
let's recover my stamina a little bit. Or you can shake, 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 shake it.
Good Lord. He is not happy with you.
No, he's not. Ugh. I have to get down to his arm this time. Oi! Get the fuck over here!
That's one weird thing about the bosses. Is they're like concerned about you and they're not concerned about you.
Well, they figure a human drops down 500 feet, they're definitely not going to be able to live after that.
Sure.
Come on, hit me. Thank you. He doesn't even actually, like, aim to stomp on me. He just aims to stomp on the thing.
Here you go, buddy old pal.
Let me help you. This is a suicidal Colossus. Does anything really matter?
I think they're all suicidal, just given choice of living.
They're just bored now that all the humans are gone.
There's nothing else to do. I mean, Gaius was literally just sunbathing whenever we interrupted his little happy time on the thing. If you remember yesterday.
Yeah.
Was he sunbathing or was he stoned?
No, he fell and he couldn't get up. And then he finally realized that someone was there and was like, oh shit, I gotta get up now. Oi, come here.
At least someone appreciated it, Dio.
I did. I always enjoy a good fun.
Okay, I swear to Christ.
He doesn't have a manly beard like the other one.
Nope. He's also just gonna keep shaking, isn't he? Nope. Alright. And this is the wrong way. I need to go down this shoulder. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Now, Argus, you're gonna take this shot and you're gonna like it. This is your tetanus shot. Ugh, too far up. There we go. Oh, he dropped his butter knife.
Oh yeah, this is the butter knife one, isn't it?
Yep. Now I've got to figure out how to get onto his hand. That's gonna be the difficult part. So let's get my stamina back real quick. Don't mind me. I said don't mind me. Stop it. Stop it! No! Ah! Just, you know,
Just like drop down now?
Do what?
You just drop down now?
Well, I have to stab him in the hand, which is the difficult part.
Yeah, but doesn't he like try to smash you?
Possibly. Fuck. Alright, just don't step on me. Motherfucker.
Yep, Crimson speaking the truth.
I want that hand to smash me. Smash me. Smash me.
Do it.
Do it. No. Stop it. Alright, come on. You know you want to. Fist me, Daddy. Come on. There it is.
Will he do it?
There we go. God, this one is a pain. Such a pain.
Yeah, totally my favorite.
Not my favorite. That wasn't the last Colossus.
Yeah, but I thought you said you really liked this one.
No, I really liked the last one.
Oh.
I said I really remember this one because it took me forever to figure out.
I can see why. Our last one, not.
Yep. One more Colossi.
I'm tempted to just order 2 liters from Domino's.
$10 worth of 2 liters. No. You know what you should do? You should order it from your Papa John's.
Oh, Domino's doesn't even have limits. You can literally just order like one thing. They
If
charge
you
you
want to
free
pay
delivery
that,
fee either way.
yeah.
You
But
should
if you
still-
want to pay that $2 fee,
You should still do it just to piss off your coworkers.
It wouldn't even be the same one, that's the thing. It'd be the other Domino's.
Thy wish is nearly granted. You remember what we set out to do, Dio?
kill all the colossi so that we can revive our lover, I guess.
Yep.
I don't know. Does it ever tell who she is? Do we ever figure that out?
We know that she was killed because she had a cursed fate. She was sacrificed because she had a cursed fate. And Wander brought her here to get her revived.
Okay. I assume that's the extent of it, knowing this game.
Well, I mean, like I said, a lot of the story in this game is very, very interpretational. Like you're really left to come up with your own theories on it. And we'll be discussing that after this last Colossus. How does it feel to know we've almost completely beaten the game?
But the funny thing about that, Ninja, is that some of the Colossus are actually really small. Although most of them are really big. There's some that are Colossus that are like...
They're
Not
Colositos.
Anyway. But there is one that's bigger than all of the others.
And that is the one that we're heading... Actually, no. I don't know if this one or number... I think it's 12? The one that you hit its teeth is bigger. I want to say that
Oh no, this one's bigger.
I want to say that that other one's bigger, though. I'm not going the right way. Come here, Aggro.
I'm pretty sure this is the biggest one in the series.
I don't know.
90%.
Well, like I said, I want to say that the other one's bigger because he's, like, completely submerged in water.
I don't know. Well, I guess we're about to figure out. Nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, I have to go around this. So there's only one area... Actually, no, there's a whole, like, side of the map that we never explored. Because the clouds indicate, like, places we haven't been to. But I don't think we can actually get up to those areas now that I think about it. So, actually, yeah, we've explored every corner of this map except for that very bottom area. And we have seen a lot of shit. Yep. Just extra map shit that a lot of people actually do care about because this is a really beautiful map. I don't think I can get over this way. No, I can't. I have to go the super long way. Oh yeah, but look. All of the beams.
I mean, 76 looks just as nice as this if you could actually, see it. Past all the frame skips.
Yeah. If you could load all the
76
frames.
doesn't look halfway near as good as this. Like, I'm not usually one to bag on other games, but 76 is made by a studio that's much, much bigger than Team Eco, and that game just looks horrible. Even for a next-gen game, that game just looks horrible.
Yeah. The same Fallout engine they've been running forever.
It's okay. I pretty much just didn't exclusively trigger you.
Yeah.
Didn't really trigger me. It just brought up or showed more of how much better this game looks.
Speaking of Crimson, there was a patch for 76 today.
I don't care.
But I thought you loved 76.
No. I was like, it could get better. We'll give it a few patches, and then they patched nothing important. And now there's hackers like all over the fucking game. So I am not touching it.
Hackers and griefers everywhere. It's just like the old Minecraft servers.
Yeah, old Minecraft servers or Call of Duty servers.
Yeah.
It basically went the whole lifespan of fucking Modern Warfare 2 in like a week. Or like a month. I don't even know how long it's been out now.
Been a couple months, hasn't it?
I think so. I don't know.
Possibly.
I hate that all of my like convenience stores are really not that conveniently placed.
Too true. But who knows?
I kind of want a soda now. I'm like, I don't want to go out yet.
Yeah. I told him you were getting a soda earlier, and he's like, oh god, that sounds good.
Passing by Phalanx again. Where is it? Though I will say that this is very smart. This is very smart design on their part, as far as like going to the last Colossus. Because yeah, it's on the edge of the map, but it also takes you through a lot of the. He actually is covered in sand. A lot of the older, the older terrain that we've gone through.
Yeah.
As well, like we were just in the forest.
One last ride.
One last beautiful ride. And I will say, I still love these shots of having like aggro and wander in the desert, just like riding through the desert.
Bad omen. Okay.
Well, the bad omen is that the game is nearing its end.
Yeah.
It reminds me about the fact feud where they were talking about the Lego game, and they just could not stop people from making dicks in the Lego game. And like the general notion is that if you have any creative game, there will be someone who draws a dick in it. And but they were talking about Journey, which I mean, you've seen me play Journey, right? It's like an artsy game where you just go through like really gorgeous landscapes, and it's not very long. But you can actually like walk people through that. Like you can have people come with you, or whatever. So like all the other like sand people or whatever they are in that you walk with are other people, and you can follow them. And so like in the later part of the game, there's like this one dude that gets a bunch of people to follow him, and he basically like makes him follow him to like this giant dick in the snow. He's just jumping around this giant dick after he got like 30 people to follow him.
Yes.
And there's no reason for it because it's like a really gorgeous game.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Okay, there's something I was supposed to do here. I know. What was I supposed to point it towards the sun? There it is. Just had to stand in the exact right spot. Should I take aggro with me, Dio? I kind of want him to be with me in this last adventure.
I don't think you can. No, you
Oh,
can't.
you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna give it a shot. Don't you dare look at that walkthrough. You've done enough.
I was just looking at, you know, the aggro yes or no.
I don't want you to go off of walkthroughs for this game. I want you to go purely off of, like, what we tell you. I will say, though, that, like, I don't know. I do kind of like the way that they did the tracking with aggro as far as, like, the, him going on to specific routes and not having to constantly do shit. But I don't know. I guess it just makes me love him even more. What do you think, Dio?
Oh, come on.
Why are you laughing at this?
I'm laughing at the chat. Anyway.
And it starts to rain. Now,
What happens if you just walk up here? Does he like try and follow you and just fall off?
You can't
you can't
physically
make it
make that
across.
jump.
Oh, oh yeah, true.
So
Okay.
you have to take aggro with you.
Oh,
We just lost our
I hope your
friend,
bitch
Dio.
was worth it.
How does that make you feel?
No bit sad.
A little bit sad. Just a little bit? He's literally been with us for the entirety of this run.
Yeah.
Or he just ditched you to go prepare for the final act.
He's
Because
transforming
aggro
into a
bad guy.
boss now.
God mode, or God mode aggro.
I'm staying along these lines, okay?
There's one very big thing that blows a hole in your theory, though. So, and we'll reveal it after the game.
I mean, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Because I think I know what you're talking about, but does it?
It does. It very easily blows a hole in your theory. But no. So yeah. So, what do you think about, or Dio? What do you think about the game doing something like that to you, especially like as far as like aggro is concerned?
I don't know. I know it's not gonna hit the nerves of every person, but it, you know, it's just like kind of making you question whether this trip is all worth it.
I mean, like aggro is probably like the only active character in this game aside from Wander. So
Now it's just
like,
you.
having you literally sacrifice everything to get to this place really sets a tone for exactly what you think. Like feelings of confliction,
I guess.
feelings of regret.
I guess I'm just an asshole. I was like, well, there's my fucking horse. Okay.
Well, I'm looking at
Guess
it
we're
from
going through the game without the rest of the horse.
I'm looking at it from like a storytelling perspective, because I mean
I know.
but yeah, I mean, like it really does paint a very vivid picture of like exactly what kind of person you are to go to these lengths for just a girl.
Yeah.
Waiting
I
for the
don't
right
know.
person.
It must just be me because I don't know, but I don't have sympathy for horses in any fucking video games.
Well, it's not really the horse; it's more of the companion.
Yeah.
Like losing your
But, like,
companion
I-
for a good cause, like Zeke at the end of Infamous 2.
Yeah. Like I said, like stuff just doesn't hit me like on that emotional level because I don't know. Maybe I've just been too done with all like the feely animes. Like I already know the tropes. But something about video games horses, I just don't give a fuck. Like I've always renamed Epona into something completely stupid, like horse meat or some stupid shit like that.
You have
Oh,
no
by the
compassion
way-
for your companions.
Welcome to Malice.
I noticed. I can see why we apparently had a bad omen.
It's raining.
So your other
there.
classes is you fight in the city. This one is the city.
No, this one actually takes place on a battlefield. because like
Thanks to say that.
we're running through like trenches and shit, and like if you look very closely, the things that we're fixing to run across are actually like barricades.
Hmm.
Like these right here. These right here are barricades that people used to try and like fight this thing way back when.
Hmm. That's one cutscene I would have enjoyed, is like having a first war cutscene or whatever.
Get up, kid!
You just need the Battlefield theme for this.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, the good Battlefield theme, not just Seven Nation Army. But
Oh, come on, that remix of it in particular was pretty good.
Yeah, the Glitch Mob remix.
Oh yeah, let's call for aggro, shall we?
Since I've noticed you've done that like 2 or 3 times.
It doesn't even show us where he is anymore. Let's see if I remember correctly. There it is. But yeah, like this place took place on a battlefield, like at the very edge of the world, where these people were literally fighting, trying to keep this thing under control. And I'll show you a little bit more evidence that and that they succeeded here in a second.
Sure, it's quite the odyssey to even get to him.
Well, I mean, like I said, there's 2 different kinds of bosses. Or there's 2 different kinds of colossi. There's colossi where the terrain is the issue, and there are colossi where the colossus itself is the issue. This is like a beautiful mixture of both.
Shit.
Fuck. Oh, shit! Get up, Wander. Can't afford to be dying here. I've gone through this whole run without dying. I don't really plan on doing it right now. Hide back here and regain some of my health.
Run.
Yep. No, this will be a perfect run. I'm not gonna fucking die. I don't intend on dying here. So we're just gonna chillax for a second. Take a closer look at him. Like
pew.
Back when
6 month break.
in the original PS2 version, you couldn't see anything on him. You could see like the glowing wrists and his eyes, and that's it. Like everything else was literally just like a dark black, blinded by fog, which made him like all the more menacing.
Which do you think is better, him being like hidden in obscurity or actually getting to see his valor, I guess?
I kind of like this version, in all honesty. Nope, not going that way. Get up, kid. Okay. So, definitely... Or do we have to? No, I don't think we have to. We can definitely...
Yeah, I think you actually do have to just fucking man up and run it. But I think you have to draw out the shots first.
How? There is no way to draw out the shots. He insta-locks me as soon as I drop off. Or as soon as I drop in. Well...
Oh, I was gonna say, like...
Fuck me!
I mean, there is enough time that you should be able to run up there, right?
No. Because it's as soon as I leave that thing, he hits me.
And by the way, to answer your question, Dio, people die when they are killed.
Oh, there's that picture you sent me. Okay.
Yep.
He sent me a picture to like give me a hint of what the game was. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that chalk drawing is.
Oh my gosh, are you guys playing the fucking Chalk Zone game? I'm so happy, I'm in. Like, we gotta wait.
The what?
Chalk Zone?
Am I the only one that knows what Chalk Zone is? Oh, fuck me.
Apparently so.
Chalk Zone was this old, stupid
Oh,
fucking
right, I remember
TV
Chalk
show.
Zone.
And the whole plot of it was like he had a magic chalk and he could draw into chalkboards and like go into the chalk zone, and it would solve like his problems. I don't even know. It was so stupid, but it had the most catchy fucking opening theme.
Chalk, 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 chalk zone. Rudy's got the chalk.
I love it.
It was a
Is
good
that like Cartoon
show
Network
for
show
what it
or
was.
some shit?
No, it was
No,
Nickelodeon.
that was
Really?
yeah, like Nicktoons. See, now I gotta find it.
Play. Yeah, just interrupt this epic battle with your fucking shitty American
Chalk
music.
song.
The song I love to murder too.
God damn it.
Like this riff.
God damn it.
Okay.
Don't want to get copyright struck.
I don't even think Nick cares anymore. I think Nick would really just like to forget that they had chalk zone. Yeah, he'd go looking at the open, like he'd go in the chalk zone. Since he had the chalk, he'd just draw whatever the fuck he wanted to solve the problem with the chalk zone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys ready for the most epic upskirt of all time?
I was gonna say it, but you know.
Your automata.
Everybody's made this fucking joke. Well, I mean, that was legendary. This is literally godlike. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, I'm gonna have to change the filter on this. There we go.
Did you put the night filter on?
No, I had it on Vivid.
No.
How's that? Ugh, that looks horrible. That's a little better. Just looks so... Ugh.
I like how
yeah.
this had like an actual film grain one.
Mm-hmm. Like we're gonna take a picture of this and post it to Instagram.
That'd be a tone for your best bud dies.
Yep. Get a ball barker fail horn for whatever aggro falls off. Or is it Bob Barker? Yeah, it's Bob Barker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Dio, but his feet were literally literally bound to the floor. So whoever fought in this battle succeeded and left. So this
So it
was
wasn't really to kill it, it was just to, you know, get it out of their hair.
well because they
Yeah.
couldn't kill it.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe that they chose.
This is
Nice.
the wrong one.
They chose to make this place like the Forbidden Lands to harbor these colossi, without the will of the. God damn it. without the consent of the people who originally lived in it. All right.
So why are you trying to drop a horn all of a sudden?
I
Because
was just looking it up.
yeah, he's just
Make
looking
sure
it
I have
up.
that.
Well, fuck me. Ugh. Oh well. Like, it's... getting to him isn't really that difficult, but then again, the climb isn't exactly easy to do either. Because he only has one weak point, but it's getting to that weak point that's the pain, the bitch. Yes, I know, Dorman. I know. Hey, whenever I'm done with this, can I go a second round and get my horse back?
I know the deal was just to get my lady back. But can we include the horse in that deal? That last guy was really strong.
I wouldn't say he's strong as much as he's just like daunting. I mean, how much of a fucking epic or final boss is this?
Yeah, this is true.
There we go.
I mean, I've seen better, but I've seen worse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely not Yavin from 10. Final Fantasy 10.
Son of a bitch!
By the way, Dio, if you didn't know, that boss isn't undead, so you can kill it with Phoenix down. And literally one-shot the last boss of a Final Fantasy game.
I thought Jekt was the final boss. Or Sin.
Was that 10-2? I don't even think Sin's the final boss. It's just like a main boss. I don't know. 10's like the one I probably pay the least attention to.
It's the one everybody pays the least attention to, but everybody says is the best because it was the first one that had voice acting, and it's not 12 or 13. Because Final Fantasy 12 was an amazing game, and Final Fantasy 13 sucked dick.
Like I say, my only exposure is 14, so...
Oh, then you got the worst out of all of them.
Yeah. I guess that's why I never, like, had the ambition to go, you know, seek out the rest of the series. I was like, you know, I'll call it good here.
Hey, it's not that great, yeah. Despite what Crimson says. Yeah. You know what makes it more difficult on me on this? Because I remember whenever I first started playing this game, since the coding was shit, it was next to there was a little place on his wrist that you could get to that was literally just, that wouldn't move. So you could very easily just scale that, and you wouldn't have to worry about him, like, constantly turning his hand around. Okay. Now, there's one more thing I need to hit. If I'm correct, I need to, like, shoot him somewhere? I don't know, I don't have the time to figure it out. Fuck. I have to, like, yeah, I have to, like, shoot him on the shoulder or something.
No, yeah, Yevon is the final boss in 10. And then Shuyin is the final boss in 10-2.
Oh, so there's 2 10s.
Yes, there's 2 10s.
Yep.
Oh, fuck! No, we can start this fucking rant about 10 right now, because fuck 10.
Fuck me! God damn it!
So, literally 10 does the thing where it's all a dream, and then you go to 10-2.
And then that one's supposed to be the real ending or whatever.
It's even more bullshit. It's basically like your main character doesn't exist, and you have to like all 10-2 is trying to say like the main character, who's the worst main character in any Final Fantasy game, because Titus fucking sucks.
What about Bartz, who literally just stands there and does nothing for most of it?
At least Bartz is cool and like aesthetic. Titus is just a dick.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Wander!
Yeah, no, I like literally hate everything about Titus, and then his stupid fucking story is worse. At least Bartz has the he, he has the advantage of being a cool character.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somewhat useless, but yes, it's cool.
It's like you're not really helping, but it's nice to have you around.
Yeah, there's kind of a few like really hated Final Fantasy characters.
This isn't as difficult as much as it is just fucking aggravating.
Yeah, it's because you have to climb back up every time.
Well, it's not only that, it's also just the fact that, like, 9 times out of 10, Wander isn't doing the things I want him to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't know how. Put it simply. Alright, come on, let's try this again. Place myself right here. Up to the wrist. Thank you. Get my bow out. Jump. I said jump. Ah! Try that again. Bow out. Jump. And now this is the hard part, because you have to climb onto the back of his hand, and then you have to shoot him in the shoulder.
It's cool as shit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
Like you
cool.
could just take a screenshot from this and put it like with the Dragon Force album.
Ugh. Come on! Son of a... Ugh. Why is this being so difficult with me?
Palace Pain Part 3.
Path of Pain.
No, because Palace of Pain or Path of Pain was difficult because it was difficult. This is literally just being difficult for the sake of the mechanics not working in my favor.
Playing the controller.
You know what? I'm just gonna shut up.
Oh yeah, I'm just chapping your hide like you do with everyone else. It's all good.
Just mess with you because, you know, I see a point of weakness. Oh, so it's on his fucking head. Good lord, okay.
Yes, the weak point's on the head. I mean,
What a surprise.
you never would
Well, I mean,
guess.
people die whenever they get stabbed in the face.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Sometimes you just take a fucking railroad spike straight through the fucking skull and you're like, I'm fine.
Yep.
I'm bitchy as hell, but I'm fine.
I hope you actually know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the whole medical case where, like, you know, some railroad spike went through a dude's head and then, like, his personality completely changed and... Yeah.
It didn't, like, completely change. He just didn't have any impulse control because it was blown out of his head.
I've always heard that he, like, you know, like, turned into a cold individual from that point on.
No, he just, like, cussed a lot and started to gamble and was, like, rowdy. I think it
like
has
you
more
say,
to do with
very
it.
impulsive at that point.
Yeah.
Alright. Come on. Let's try this again.
He's like, ah, my back.
Yep, every single time.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd throw the other hand over there every once in a while.
Maybe it can't reach.
That's the only arm that works that way. Well, yeah, that is the only arm he can use, because the other one has fire around the wrist, so he's gonna burn himself the other way.
Okay. I have to find my way onto his palm so that I can shoot. God! Duh!
Oof. You know, I know he is bound to the floor and everything, but like, I still don't get like the building skirt.
Well, because he has to be killable.
Yeah, this is true.
I feel like... Well, I don't even feel like it's that. I feel like he, like, would have pulled his legs off from the floor.
So they
By
had
force.
to make a way to...
So they just put, like, a giant thing, like a giant cone over his entire body. So he couldn't, like, bend over or touch his legs or anything.
It's like the Colossus form of ankle weights.
Yep. Okay, now I'm even fucking up on the most basic shit.
No, now I've just got that image from fucking Naruto in my head. They just have the Colossus in there. And, like, Colossus just drops this fucking weights off his body and just, like, flies.
This didn't used to be this difficult. I don't know why it's choosing to be so difficult now.
Well, just from my third-person perspective, the ledge grabbing kind of seems to be a little jank.
Well, it's not that. It's also just like the fact that I have to take that shot. That's the difficult thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't he, like, hold his hand up a little bit better? Like, you wait a little bit, or
He just
you don't
shakes
have
it.
enough stamina?
Like, he just shakes it if you leave it. Why are you not... Ugh!
You may try like scaling the back of his hand this time too. Maybe that'll.
I'm
a
trying, Dio. Trust me, I'm trying.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying. Wherever you get there.
Ugh. Like, he's not difficult, he's just frustrating to work with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in any danger of dying at any point now that I've gotten to him. It's just working through the mechanics of this game.
Yeah. That's the even more frustrating part. Is you're like, I'm not even dying. I'm just going in this cycle.
Like, I love this game, but the jank mechanics sometimes do turn it off. Like, very severely. Ugh, come on. And it's like, sometimes I try to get physics to work in my favor, and it just doesn't. Like I did earlier, I was trying to get it so that whenever he did his shake, he would throw me into the air. But it ended up just careening me downward because these physics fucking hate me. And like that. Ugh. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Up we go. Before he turns around. Nope. Didn't catch it. And so we're gonna have to go through a sequence of him shaking. He's gonna turn around again. That's my chance. Nope. Fucking missed it. There's gotta be something I'm missing or something that I don't remember. Or maybe it's just the fact that I'm playing it on a new platform.
I don't know. Were the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 4 controllers that different?
Not really. But I mean, as far as like the controls go. Or as far as like the physics go.
Mm-hmm.
Because I should be able to... There we go. And why weren't you grabbing on? What the fuck?
Let's see.
I just need to get onto his wrist, or onto the back of his hand. No! God! Come on.
Oh, hey, Jay. This walkthrough, I'm watching the guy actually stabs his hand while he's on his hand to get the shot. Because I guess he looks a little bit longer.
Why aren't you grabbing? Also the fact that he just flat out doesn't climb.
You can follow me on Spot? What?
Yeah, you can follow people on Spotify, don't you know?
Is my Spotify linked to my Twitch?
Possibly.
Maybe.
I think I would be more impressed if that's actually a thing that they can do through Twitch.
You could do what?
Like follow people's Spotify.
Oh. Yeah, there's like a panel where it shows, you know, you recently played and everything.
Also, just letting
There
you
we
know,
go.
my Spotify and whatever songs I use to make fun of this game are going to be two completely different things.
Stop it. After all the fucking shit you've given me.
Woo.
There we go, there we go. There we go.
There's the money shot.
I love the cinematic view. There's the last one. Number 16, baby!
There we go. And so he falls. Walks on air for a second.
Yep. That glitch out.
Right next to the video I found. Shadow the Hedgehog Final Boss.
Are you ready for this? The last cutscene of the game. That mask was at the very beginning of the game, if you remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Right, I forgot. Seems like just yesterday we started this game.
Don't know why you have such an emotion.
Yeah. How long is this cutscene, anyways, Crimson? Like what, 10 minutes?
Like 15 minutes. It's like a long ass fucking cutscene.
Oh wow.
And there's still very, very little dialogue in it. Lord Emon.
I can appreciate cutscenes without dialogue, though. You know.
And like I said, just like I said in the first cutscene, I want you to pay attention to every word they say. Try to take as much of it in as you can. The ritual is complete. And she's still there. I love the texture that they have on her dress. You couldn't. It was literally just a plain white dress in the original game, but it looks so much better now. He doesn't even like fall down. He literally just collapses on himself.
Flubs over.
Yep.
I don't know. I kind of liked it better the other way. Where it's like pure white. You don't know like what material it's made out of or anything. It's just like overbearing.
Ooh, look at his hand.
Oof.
At least now we see exactly how he gets back to the place. Apparently he gets carried there by doormen.
Or does he ride on Epona? Or whatever.
Agra's dead, dude.
Epona. Agro. Is he though?
I
didn't see no body.
We saw him fall off the cliff. Well, I mean, we never
No
saw
body.
anybody. We never saw anybody on fucking what was his name? That famous rapper that died, but I mean, he's still dead.
You mean Tupac?
Yeah, Tupac.
Tupac definitely had a body.
Did he though?
Tupac's still alive.
Many people saw that one, as a matter of fact.
Hey, he was such a shit rapper. I can't bother to remember his name.
God.
Have you any idea what you've done? Not only did you steal the sword and trespass upon this cursed land, you used the forbidden spell as well. To be reduced to such a sight. Oh man, listen to his breathing. Possessed by the dead. Mercy shot. If they were trying to kill him, why shoot him in the leg?
Yeah.
Oh, you see that? Did you see that?
Good job.
His leg in the last shot? He was leaking smoke. That breathing is awesome though, and he has the eyes of a colossus as well now. Like they're glowing blue and shit. Oh man. DMC Devil or Dante doesn't have anything on this.
Fuck yourself.
Well, DMC would just cry like a bitch. The original Devil May Cry shook it off, but
Okay, I was gonna say, like, original Devil May Cry, he would pull the sword out of his body through the hilt way. Which doesn't make any sense. You think I'm joking, but in the first movie, or the first game, they actually get stabbed.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw those cutscenes.
By the hilt.
All right.
Dante, please.
Did you see what he was looking at there, Dio? Like, there was one shot where you saw hit through his eyes towards them. Did you see what he was looking at?
I assume her, but...
Mm-hmm. Even after all this, the only thing he still cares about is Mono. But she's not alive anymore. She's dead. Okay, that just looks bad. I'm sorry. As good as this game is, that growth sequence just looks bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's decent enough.
Yeah.
Severed our body into 16 segments for an eternity in order to seal away our power. We, Dorman, have arisen anew.
So here's the thing, like, if they didn't kill him, would he just been stuck inside of his body for like all eternity?
I highly doubt it. Counting colossi in his head.
Well, I'm saying like, would they have melded into one thing? And Dorman would just have to like...
Yeah, because he would have been resurrected regardless.
Yeah.
He's just using Wander's body as a tether. Now here's
yeah,
the
but
fun
then
part.
they kill Wanderer, and then Dorman pops out like, you know what? I'm completely released from my vessel.
Now I am the Colossus. Let's see if I can kill at least one of these guys. Oh no! No, he has a sword! Get back over here! Wow, this really is difficult. Nope. Forward!
Mush.
Mush! Stroke! 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 You have more than 4 legs! Use them! Why is he not moving any farther forward?
I think you are. You're just... Oh, never mind.
You're just very slow.
Yeah.
Yep. Or I'm literally just caught on the wall. Skadoosh.
It's possible.
So, Dio, have you been able to comprehend what's happened?
I mean, you killed all the manifestations of him, so, you know, now he's able to come into one.
Mm-hmm. And the priests are here to stop that.
I kind of just like casually walk out.
Well, it's not like you can follow them.
I mean, even if he could, dude, like, I'd be getting the shit out of there. Fuck this.
I cast you off! And into the water we go. God, this looks so good.
Yeah, I really kind of don't understand this, though, because, like, if they had the power to do that the whole time...
Maybe it's just
didn't they do
because
that from the
he's...
start?
Because he's newly resurrected, he hasn't fully risen back to power. So now this was their chance to kill him. So it could have been like a last-minute failsafe. Aw, he's still looking at Mono. No! No! Come on! I can do this! I can do this! No!
I mean, you literally can't, so.
I can try, damn it.
Might as well go into it even faster.
No.
Just waltz into it.
I can make it out. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. You can't make me. I will stay here for the rest of eternity if I have to. Can I? Aggro! Aggro, help me! Please!
Quickly off these steps.
Ride me away from here, my noble steed. No! There we go. And just like that, Dorman's gone. You know, interestingly enough, Dorman backwards is Nimrod, which was the name of the king in biblical mythology that built the Tower of Babel. And was originally the reason why people were scattered to the ends of the earth. Because they all spoke different languages after that. So maybe there's some reason for that, huh?
And then
Whatever.
the bridge starts to go.
Whenever I first watched this, there was a really big piece of me hoping that the bridge would explode too fast for them to get away, and they would just fall to their deaths.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer. I hope you haven't forgotten, Dio.
Forgotten.
You'll see. She's alive! She's awake and alive! And for some reason has no issues with rigor mortis or any of that.
I mean,
Music is so great.
there's even debate on whether or not she was actually like dead, right?
No, she is 100% dead at the beginning. Because I didn't really go through it, but just as much as there's changes with Wander throughout the game, there's also changes with her. Like at the very beginning, she's really pale, she's blue in some areas, and then as you go on, she actually starts getting a lot of more color and a lot more flow into her body. I just didn't like show it off too much because I didn't really feel like doing that. We were mostly just chatting and going from Colossus to Colossus anyways. But so she is without a doubt 100% dead at the beginning of it. And then she just comes back to life here. But ominously enough, she's not the only thing that lives. I fell many, many miles down. And only comes back with like one possibly broken leg.
Oh.
Yes, but was that really Dorman? Or was the horse Dorman? coming to claim his prize after being victorious and getting himself unsealed.
God.
Aw, poor
God.
Jake. Yeah, I mean, for people who are a little bit more emotional than the deadpan group we are, in memory, the heart of our studio. So this remake was made in memory of him. This was definitely that is definitely something that would trigger a lot of people. But right, so Dio, if you remember at the very beginning of this, and Crimson, I don't want you to. I'm actually want to have a serious conversation about this, so please try to keep jokes to a minimum.
No.
I told you to keep track of the story and pick up as much as you could because I was going to ask you one very important question at the end. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the villain of this story?
Well, villain's always a matter of perspective, but hey, produced in Texas.
Yeah.
You know, you would automatically say it's Dorman, but you could, well, I guess, okay, for the sake of argument, I'll just say it's Dorman at the moment.
All right. Well, that is like something that a lot of people do kind of say about it, but interestingly enough, if we look at Dorman at like through all the dialogue that he's had in this game, he doesn't really have the effect of someone who's like a villain. If anything, he seems more chaotic neutral. Because if you remember at the very beginning of the story, Dorman comes up and he, whenever Wander tells him that he wants to bring Mono back to life, Dorman says, well, that's against the rules of your world, isn't it? Or the rules of you mortals. And he's like, I don't care. I want to do this. And Dorman explicitly says multiple times, look, what you're doing is going to have serious consequences. Are you sure you want to do this? And it's only after Wander refuses to relent that Dorman says, okay, well, here's how to do this. He doesn't give him like any help. He gives him the basic information of how to do what he needs to do, and that's it. And another thing to point out is the fact that Dorman never lies about it. Like you'd expect, like if someone was a villain that was like entrapped, wanting to like gain power again, they would do everything in their power to make sure that the person that they're using would be able to do it. Or they would lie, they would cheat, they would do all sorts of malpractice. But Dorman doesn't lie. At the very beginning, he says, okay, if you kill all 16 Colossi, I'll bring Mono back to life. Mono comes back to life at the end of the story. And in the end cutscene, whenever he gets resurrected, he says, I've borrowed the body of this warrior. And that is also true, because you see Wander come back at the very end, only to get sucked in because he's absorbed too much of Dorman's power. So to call him like a pure villain would be a bit of an over-exaggeration. I'd say, if anything, he's more of like a force of nature that was used that literally just fell into the wrong hands.
Well, and see, that was the other side of the argument that I was going to take up, but I will now, is that, you know, I half want to say that, like, these magisters or whatever would actually be the villain in the story, because they are, like, you know, stopping him from saving his love and, you know, or whatever she is to him, and, you know, like, basically putting their will on this land whenever it's obviously, you know, just going to be the chaotic neutral that you explain.
Does it make you go further, or does it just show it through cutscene?
It shows it through cutscene, like what happens afterward. But yeah, I don't know. I think like what the story is trying to portray here is that the villain is really just painted by the eye of the beholder. Like you can look at any one of the driving forces in this narrative to be the villain. You can very easily see Dorman being the villain because he's the one who has the Colossus. He's chained down for a reason, and he's resurrected for a purpose. You could very easily see the shamans as being the villains because they're the ones that are trying to stop Wander from getting what he wants, which is to resurrect Mono. And you could very easily see Wander being the one to be the villain because he's stirring up this ancient power that nobody really knows how to control, and again was chained down for a reason. but is choosing to like throw away all of the rules and norms of his people in order to save the person that he loves, which is a very selfish thing.
Mhm. I do like that. Like, even better than, this is all for naught endings. I do like that, you can take this in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
KJ, serious question here.
Hmm.
Kind of still joking. How does the fucking horse know where to go?
Because it's the only
Didn't
place
we ride
left to
down that
go.
way?
No, like you're gonna go to a. She's gonna go to a separate area that's not unlocked
No.
throughout the whole game.
Well, it's
But the
literally
horse just knows.
It's literally the only way to go
I guess.
because he's
Well,
explored
then
everything else.
it's also a land of magic. You can't apply too much logic to magic, Like anywhere in a universe where magic exists, you gentlemen,
I mean,
put
I
logic
know
aside.
it started as a joke and it still like is a joke. But I'm sitting here thinking like, how the fuck does this horse?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we did see, like, at the beginning of the stream that Aggro does have a tendency to wander off whenever Wander is asleep, so maybe he found this place on his own.
Well, the door is shut. Everything's shut. You
Maybe
can't
not.
get up here.
It's shut for game purposes, but it wasn't shut whenever whatever. Maybe it reopens whenever there are certain people around.
So confused. But
Just
yeah.
let Crimson do his thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like really confused.
I know. Well, to give you some props, Crimson, that maybe is like quite disturbing.
And here's the other thing. This whole area is never open before the end of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck are there deer up here?
Maybe it's
Well,
like
they just get in here to start.
Well, maybe that's the reason why it's closed off, is because this is the last place where life still somewhat blooms in the land. And it draws natural wildlife, and that's the reason why why Aggro comes up here, is because he knows that there's actual life up here. Or it draws him to it.
It's just this ending cutscene is just so fucking weird.
The name of this place, by the way, is called the Sacred Gardens. God, the soundtrack is so great. So, what do you think, Dio?
Very straightforward, not like, it leaves you a lot of stuff to imagine. I like it. Quite a bit. Great soundtrack. 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. What do you think, Crimson?
What about what?
About the game? No. What are your thoughts on global warming?
If we're going like, I mean, if we're going like full critique, it'd be like 8 out of 10, like today's standards by far. I mean, when this shit came out, it was 10 out of 10, just because people were like losing their shit about it. But
nowadays, it's kind of fallen simply because there's games that hold the same perspective and are, to an extent, done a little bit better.
Games that have better stories and also games that have better mechanics. Like everything's kind of been fleshed out. Even the PS2 era, that's what I'm saying. Like they got to the point where there was like better stuff. Even in this. Not to mention like the game's really short.
Yeah, because we completed it in 5.5 hours.
Part of what I like about it is it's so open and so short that it's just like, I don't know. It gets me. Like, I would buy this game and play it.
Yeah, but like I also will say this, like I've never been one of the ones to just be like black and white, good and evil type things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not
Even
mine.
even in stories, but like I don't kind of see the point of this game so much, other than just to like be pretty and to like leave an open-ended story. Like leaving it ambiguous is fine if ambiguity is your thing, but it feels like there's a story that just isn't told fully, which is fucking weird.
Well, I do plan on going through Eco and The Last Guardian, and after we complete those two, I do plan on sharing like the most accepted, I
But
guess.
those are the same way, aren't they? Yeah, it's
Well, I mean,
Oh, the Last Guardian is the one with that like cat bird dog
mm-hmm,
shirt that you used to always wear, right? Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
catbird dog.
But yeah, once we actually get through the last Guardian, I do plan on like telling the most fan accepted theory as to what happened or the story between these three. It's gonna be like the Cliff Notes version because reading the entire thing's like literally 5 pages long. But this is very easily accepted as this is the starting point of the story. There's a little bit that goes on before it that you get from some interviews with the developers and some background stories that were told by the story designers and things like that. But this is the first game, and then Eco comes after it, and The Last Guardian is the final part of the epic.
Okay.
So that's how they chose, and then but the story is very very interpretive. See, what I like about it is that it plays very very heavily into my favorite personal way of storytelling is the fact that like no matter how you view it, you can't just view it one way. Everybody's going to have different opinions on what's going on. And,
I'll be back.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead. The way a lot of people talk about it is they talk about it a lot like it's. I like to very easily liken it to the belief system behind Egyptian mythology. Because the belief system of Egyptian mythology was literally that, you know, there is no such thing as like good and evil. There's only existence and chaos. Like there's no, you can very easily view all three driving forces in this game as being good or being evil or simply being neutral and being evil. But as far as like who the real hero is and who the real villain is, it's up in the air. It's a very it's a very objective thing, which is what I enjoy about it. But yeah, for all the people that were for Jake and for everybody else that stopped by, thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Malice definitely did take a little bit longer than I had hoped to, but
We got it done though.
yeah, we got it done. I was just thinking that this last bit was going to take like maybe an hour, but who knows? Oh.
Yeah, you definitely sold this on me again, that's for sure.
Well, it's a really good game. I only play good games. That's why I let you play Life is Strange. As far as
this is like,
go ahead.
I'll make this short. Like, this is one game that I would, like, I feel like I want to do this in the future, near future, is like take these very open-ended games and like put out a report about it, kind of like, you know, how I interpret the story and everything. I may end up writing something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, as far as like what we're doing next, I don't know. Do you want to do? Did you? What was your next game in the lineup, Dio?
I'm a little up in there between two games, but I didn't know if we're gonna do like a time filler tomorrow and just start out fresh next week, or if we're, you know, just gonna go ahead and swap over to me.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing a bit of a time filler. I don't know. We might find some multiplayer game to just shoot the shit with. But
Do some more killing floor.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. The game's gotten kind of boring to me. I literally only play it if I have nothing else to do. But I don't know. We might. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow, but
We'll figure it out and let y'all know.
yeah. Well, it's part of the reason that like I don't have any money, so I can't just like go out and buy another multiplayer game. But might just but yeah, we'll get back to you guys on what we're playing tomorrow, whenever tomorrow fucking comes. But next week we'll get into probably another one of my games because you had an entire week for yourself.
Yeah.
You had an entire week for yourself, literally 7 days. So we're probably going to be hopping into, I want to say Spyro, because that's literally the only game in my lineup that is out currently. But I'll take a little bit. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll take a look at Devil May Cry 5 and completely shit all over Crimson's childhood.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, I'm popping on Divinity.
Alright. Well, we're going to be signing off here, so hopefully... so if you guys want to tune in tomorrow for the surprise filler episode, be sure to tune in at... be sure to tune in at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, alright?
No, you got to make it sound like
super and impressive. It's a mystery game.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Say goodbye, Dio.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Crimson.